Hey there, and welcome back to Cursed Seeds, an educational monster train series where we're struggling through the toughest challenges around. Got another submission, always fun, keep them coming. Let me intro you if this is your first time. Basically, if you ever run a run of Monster Train at Covenant 25 with no mutators, and you are struggling through how the hell you solve that problem, how you win, how you answer the problems that are presented to you, if you end up losing and you're not sure why you didn't win or what you could have done differently, that's when you create a custom challenge for it and you send it my way. You can get it to me via Discord, via comments on YouTube videos, whatever. I have no problems anyway, and I will run it for you on the channel and kind of approach it my way and show you how I would handle things. So that's what we're doing here. This one that was submitted to me, we are back to Penumbra Gaming, as it were. Apparently this run got really close. You can tell that this is a pretty darn close run. Honestly, 47k. That's like narrow loss to the Divinity almost. Possibly even a relentless death to the Divinity, which is kind of interesting. But I was told that they got really close, but they weren't sure what they could have done to get it all the way. They just couldn't finish the job, basically. So I'm interested in kind of what we're shown and what could result in that sort of a situation. So yeah, just kind of also some other details about this. This is technically recorded kind of whenever they come in. So whenever someone submits something, I'm going to record it and upload it in the next available slot. So it's incongruous with the rest of the Train of Thought series, even though it's technically kind of a part of that. As a result, tracking the Win series separate. We are, as memory serves, oh geez, what are we on? 7-0 on this particular one as of this day? Yeah, I can't really remember what we did in the last one. It was, oh yeah, it was Apex Imp, right. It was a really challenging Apex Imp run with Wildenton and really struggled. Truly the most difficult Apex Imp run I think I've ever done. So, which was awesome. I honestly, that really tested the theory that Apex Imp can get you a win no matter what, in my opinion. It really tested it. And I mean, we got the win, so we're up on a 7-0 on the series, which is super exciting. Hopefully making it 8 today. So yeah, I think that's everything I've got for you, so I don't need to take too much more of your time. Let's go ahead and start the run. Oh, actually, I should probably introduce what we're looking at here. I'm going to give you initial thoughts. Penumbra, bottom 3 champions, not a big fan. Don't love it. It's going to be a struggle just because Penumbra and then Umbra is a challenge as well. But we do have Root Seeds as our secondary clan starter. I almost forgot to even talk about this. Root Seeds is ridiculously good. It's not like a guaranteed win, of course, but Awoken in general is not too terrible. I actually personally believe that Penumbra with Awoken combo is a very difficult group, right? Because Awoken is very self-reliant. They kind of just do their own thing, and they have bad scaling, right? So their scaling, quote unquote, is like Razor Sharp Edge or Shattered Shell's ability, which are not that impressive, right? They're very small numbers compared to what you need. Razor Sharp Edge can get you there if you have it on holdover with some root seeds, so it's like not terrible. It is, I guess, a line, but it's slow. You're gonna have problems with getting there quick enough, right? Whereas Umbra also does its own thing, and it does its own thing poorly. So you kind of want to avoid Penumbra whenever possible, and Umbra in general. So we'll see. I think they're fairly incongruous. Generally, they do their own things. You're going to play one and give up on the other, and that can sometimes betray you because maybe you're just not shown the goods. So yeah, we will see what we're shown, and now that I've actually properly introduced the clan combo, let us dig in. All right, hope you're doing well today. I'm having a pretty good one. We're over halfway through the week for me, so that's exciting. And hopefully going to make it pretty easily to a weekend without much trouble, so looking forward to that. In this run, let's digging in. We've got default Umbra with Exile Awoken. We're fighting Pushback Talos. We have Spell Shield Fell and Chased Seraph with Immortal Trade, Razor Sharp Edge, and Grovel. This is a flexible start, is the way I'll describe it. You've got a lot of buff cards in Root Seeds with Razor Sharp, so that's a lot of power there. You also have Immortal Trade, which is probably the best standalone card in Umbra, in my opinion. You can just kind of throw it on whatever and do fine. It also it makes Monstrous Penumbra almost pickable, right? The lifesteal is extremely good in a lot of combats, so there's that. And then, if I have to go some kind of a morsel plan, you've got Grovel. Grovel's also good just for a defensive measure, you get like 1 damage shield out of it, so... We are forced into an Umbra banner on Ring 2, which is unfortunate, but we have our pick on Ring 3, and an Awoken banner on Ring 4, so it's a little flexible. We'll hopefully see a unit draft somewhere. It is a Cursed Seed submission, so I'm expecting that it's not going to be particularly strong, but, you know, with this start with Razor Sharps and Root Seeds, it can't be that weak either, so let's hit it and see what we get. I'm almost definitely taking this money. It puts me in a really good place early on. Let's see what the Horde is. Not great, huh? Yeah, so neither of our starters benefit from Tempered Talisman, which makes it really bad. As a matter of fact, none of our cards benefit from it, so it's unpickable. Pyrestone Housing? I generally regard Pyrestone Housing as optimistic at this point of the game. You assume a lot about hitting good upgrades in good order. My favorite time to see this relic is when you've already got a 2 upgrade unit who can just take an extra plus 25 or something, right? And then that's huge value to me. You know, you've got like multi-strike and quick on a Shattered Shell, and you just then toss them a plus 25 and you're golden, right? That's excellent. Or something along those lines. Or maybe you've got, you know, a plus 25 and a multi-strike because you have quick from somewhere else. Then, okay, maybe you find him quick naturally and you don't have to worry about it. Unfortunately, starting with it means you're kind of hoping that you're going to see anything good, and you just might not. The only thing is that, I mean, it is better than 25 gold, right? The perspective value here is better than a skip, so we'll take it. I don't love starting with it, though. Glutton and Architect. Ugh. It's not a bad Glutton start, but I hate Glutton for a lot of reasons. I hate it because you have to see one of 2 cards. You have to see Umberstone, or you have to see Furnace Tap, and you have to be able to play them. And if you can't, you lose. Because Glutton, he's so slow. I also force myself into solving the Umbra line, which I hate doing. It is a line, but it's not a good one, and I'm forced into an Umbra banner anyway. I'm going to take Architect. The hope here is that maybe I see like a great line would be Animus of Will, Morsel Maker, infuse that Morsel Maker in, dupe Animus of Will with Architect on the floor, find some healing. That's enough hits to win. Yeah, I think it's just better lines in general. I'm not strong. I'm not strong at all. And with an Umbra banner, like, I don't know. The money is a little... The money is tough, right? The big challenge here is I'm forced to take like an Umbra unit here, right? And if I don't see a good one, I mean, what are the good ones? Like the rares, Morsel Maker, that's basically it. I don't want to take any of the others. I will take something so I don't lose, but that's tough. I don't anticipate upgrading whatever the heck this unit is the important thing, right? So if they, let's say this is a gold trial here, right? Gold trial, I have to go right because I need a unit for ring 2, or else I lose, probably, right? My start is not strong enough to just auto win ring 2. I don't have like advanced prototype or whatever. So I have to take this unit. I don't want to put a multi-strike in it if it's a bad like Crucible Dog or whatever. And I don't see another Steel Shop because I see another Umbra banner, which is a tragedy. And then I don't see a Steel Shop until ring 5. At least it's not ring 6, but still. We do see 2 Steel Shops back to back though, which is excellent. So I've got 3 functional Steel Shops on this run at least. It's better than the last one where I didn't have any on the mid game. So what I'm kind of getting at is I don't see much value in this money, right? I could just play it chill on shards here and maybe be a little more ambitious with trials. Yeah, I think I'm going to skip it. This is one of the rare times where I just don't feel like we're going to get any value out of the money here. And it's all because Umbra sucks, really. Umbra is a terrible clan. Yeah, like, I feel like I can take this. It is spikes, though. Oh, man, I can't take this, can I? We hit once, Penumbra gets run down. Like, maybe Shade Splitters can do something, but, like... I think I will take this. I'll trade a little bit of Pyre HP here for this. I think not doing that would be bad. Yeah, like... This essentially plays itself here, but, like... Sure. Gross. Yeah, like, this is awful, right? I'm just gonna leak a ton of damage for sure. It's tough because I can't even get the collector here, huh? Yeah, no way. I will take the grovel for the better morsels. Yeah. I will put a train steward down to at least hit something. Maybe I see another train steward and I don't leak too terribly much. I'm gonna put one in front. Ugh, actually that's bad, right? This is terrible. Truly abysmal, actually. It's interesting because I actually guarantee win the combat if I play these two immortal trades. The only reason I wouldn't do that, though, is the boss spawns... I'm going to play just the one. And I'll put a dude on the bottom. Fine. And we're going to take some damage because I want money. Yeah, we're going to take some damage because I want money. It's okay. I feel like I need to get some kind of money here. We're going to take the immortal trade for sure. It means we cannot lose, right? Let's see, what, 6 rounds? 1, 2, 3, and then... Yeah, I mean, we're fine. Oh, it's actually even better. It's 1 fewer round if I do this. Fine, cool. I was thinking about offensive razor sharp. So we took a lot for the trial, but it's okay. It is fine. I'm not worried about it. That was, what is it, like an extra 9 for the trial? But I'm going to go on a limb and say that that's a good call. I'm going to click Perils of Production, I think. We're kind of lacking in direction. I mean, it is ring 1, okay? But I'm worried a little bit about our banner situation. Yeah. Yeah, I am a little worried about the banner situation. I don't need Space Prism with Architect. Prismal Dust helps into Talos and, well, Fel, kind of. I'm going to take Perils. I think it is a good perspective take. And I'm going to take a Steel Enhancer. It's a good card to draw. It offsets the -2s from Razor Sharps. Actually, I'm going to take Vine Grasp, right? I'm going to take Vine Grasp. Yeah, actually, this is better. It's better because I have no pings, and it's free, and I need it to answer things. So I'm going to do that. We're going to go to the right because I need a unit. Let's see. Quick, 10 and spikes. Morsel Maker. I'll take a Morsel Maker. It's good now, it's good later. That is the best unit they could have shown me, actually. If I'm scared, I give it a 10 and spikes. Right? That's if I'm scared. -2 into Grovel? No. Purge? I might Purge of Shade Splitter here, actually. It's a little ambitious. I don't need to spend shards now. Just stay at 0. Am I scared? Probably not. I don't think so. Let's see, he's what, a 3-space unit? So he's a 3-space unit, which is fine. I know he's 1, quote-unquote, but he spawns 2 1s, so it's like 6 space here. He's technically 1 space, though, and 3, so I could put another morsel on the floor, basically. I feel okay. I'm just going to chill on my money here. It's fine. Mark of Invasion. I think I can click this. This is the case where I'm trading Pyre HP because I'm not afraid of Talos here. And I think this is going to put us ahead enough that we should be good to go. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's going to put us ahead enough. I think I'm actually going to give him the immortal trait here. Thought about it. Yep. Yep, seems okay. We put a root seeds on the morsel here to kill one, which is good. I should draw into another immortal trait in time. Yeah. Fair. Fine. Fine trade. I could do it again. Or I can grovel on... I'm just going to take the Shade Splitter. Yeah. And then I will put the 2 into him, saving me the 1. Yeah, fine. Cool. Let's see. Perils of Production. Draw a card. Take a morsel. I want to double down here because it kills the clergyman. Take the morsel. Sure, why not? We should be fine here. Yeah, we're fine. Can actually kill this thing in the back, which is good. I don't need to click things. Stop clicking things. Cool. We get there. I'm not super worried about that. It was like a trade of, what, another 6 or something, which is fine. Yeah. I'm trading this because I don't need to be at full life here. I will take a Mind Collapse, I'm pretty sure. Personal Dust is like into Chaste is... I don't know, not that impressive. Mind Collapse is good. I'd like another ping, I think. Yeah, sure. Something that gives me something to do. I could now take the Steel Enhancer, right? Yeah, I could now take the Steel Enhancer. I'm gonna go to the Awoken banner, most likely. There are 3 units they could show me that I would be happy to see, which is pretty decently good. Wildwood Sap is actually really solid here. It goes away, it's low commitment, and it makes me much stronger in the short term. Sharpen's bad. Steel Enhancer, though, they give it to me again. It's a good one. I do like drawing Steel Enhancer. Interesting. Wildwood Sap is pretty strong right now. I mean, I can just use Immortal Trade, right? I'm going to take Steel Enhancer. It's fine. No unit trials, so I don't know. Let's look at the right here. Show me something that doesn't suck completely. Shattered Shell. Sure. Yeah, Shattered Shell's fine, right? Right. Yeah, we get there with Shattered Shell. Cool. So I think the quick sweep line is going to be fine here. I mean, Animus of Will is also really good, right? That gets 18 attack from the Morsel Maker infusion, right? Which I'm going to use on ring 4, it looks like. Yeah. I could dupe it immediately, but I think that's aggro. I'd rather see some steel shops first, and then take a dupe on... Where is it? Ring 8, I guess it has to be, right? That's a good ring 8 dupe. Okay. I think you could probably win with either of these, right? Animus of Will or Shattered Shell. I'm just thinking, like, Shattered Shell, you don't need multiples on the floor, right? You just need the 1. Animus of Will, you would want multiples on the floor. The other question you have to answer is I'm not going to have a good survivability line unless they show me something like a Light's Gift or whatever, so it's a little spooky. I'm not in a great place due to that. Right, I mean, we'll scale really well, though. The nice thing about Animus of Will, actually, is it has all the multi-strike I could need, and then I could just give it HP, right? So it's cheap to upgrade. And having 2 of them is basically like Shattered Shell. I actually think Animus of Will is significantly better here. Shattered Shell is hard because he's reliant on Quick and he's reliant on Multi-Strike, right? He is very reliant on those, and if you miss those, you're in trouble. Whereas Animus of Will has all the multi-strike she needs. You actually don't want to give her multi-strike, it's a waste. I could give her a large stone to kick her off, and then I could reasonably take space later, because I mean, Penumbra will be a +1 space unit, so essentially he makes top floor 6 space, and then I could have 2 large stone Animus of Wills on there. It opens up my steel shops a lot. So I'm going to take Animus of Will here in a complete twister. Sap Tap Thorn Casing. Well, Thorn Casing's ambitious. The only thing that could show me it now is a Preserved Thorns. Sap Tap at least triggers on Lifesteal? Sure, it's not good. Let's look at the Horde. Oh, wow. These are all very good. Mark of a Champion, Chain of Gems, and Forever Flame. I'm not super worried about Forever Flame value right now. It's very good, right? It's really good on this next combat because Morsel Maker's 2 cost and isn't infused away yet. But Chain of Gems provides a lot of value for morsels that I can just drop in on my floor. I could theoretically take space, even with Architect 3, and then use a morsel to chump block on the Divinity, which is extremely good. I'm going to take Chain of Gems. I think this is 200% the correct choice here. They're all pretty good, though. Even Mark of a Champion, I mean, Penumbra gets up to 100 attack, so that's a respectable +50 there, right? But Chain of Gems answers survivability, which I think I am going to be a little worried about. So let's cavern it up. Build a card. I don't know. Sure, why not? Regen's pretty decent. Sap is extremely good, though. I'll take an offensive one because Sap into, I don't know, anything is strong. Yeah, sure. Let's see, what would I do here? Descend? I'm going to be using this offensively, right? Ascend is interesting because I can move a unit up into the pyre with Sap. Not great, though. I'd like to be playing this on my top floor in Divinity. Descend can disrupt a lot of stuff, which is pretty fun. What's the other one again? Pull? I don't think it's ever pull. I imagine on the Divinity I'm just dropping this into the Divinity himself, right? Just maybe I see holdover on this and that's really strong. Although I think I would still hold over Perils of Production then, right? Improve my scaling. Open up Void Binding lines. Just be able to slam Immortal trades. This is a really good Ember Drain start. I didn't really acknowledge and tell you why I picked this Perils of Production. There's a lot of reasons for it. All I need to see is like one holdover and Spell Chain if they're nice to me, and I can just play Immortal trade every single time I draw it and full heal Penumbra or whatever. And then even if I never see another source of like Ember Drain payoff, like Void Binding essentially is it, or a Furnace Tap, I'm still fine with it because of, you know, my ability to Sap Tap from it, the Rage scaling helps. It's just worth it. So I don't think I ever hold this over. I'm just going to kind of use it to bide time at best. So I think I skip this. I don't want to mess with it, really. Yeah, I don't know. This is tough. I could use these on other combats to, like, move enemies around, but it's nice to have movement, though, isn't it? I can move like a tank out of the way. I should take one of these, Ascend or Descend. In which case, I'm gonna say Ascend, probably. I should take one of these, I think. There's a lot of cases on this combat before I get strong, where being able to move like a Steel Wings out of the way entirely is very strong, and an Ascend is stronger for that generally. We'll take it. Okay. Hard draw or space. Well, technically that means I don't need... Oh, the nice thing is it replacing itself is really good, though. If I decide to take space, I don't want to rely on this card to do it. I'm going to take card draw. And this is a card that replaces itself and ascends. The only downside here, though, is it doesn't do damage. This kind of sucks, right? But I'm still going to take it. It is a good card here. Cool, we move on. I think we destroy Talos, no problem. I can chump block with morsels without issue. Just load up my floor, and it's fine. Yeah, so if I play him, he is a freebie. I will give him the damage shield. Yep. Animus in back. Train Steward eats the hit. Razor Sharp in action. Yeah. 1 HP is a bit spooky, but it's okay. I think it's good to get the scaling in play. And I don't have enough shards for an upgraded Forge Disciple, which is a big reason why I chose this. So, yeah. Like, these Forge Disciples can never sweep, so I'm never at risk of this. Yeah, I want to get Morsel Maker in play, yeah. Even if it costs me an Ember Drain? Sure. Sure. Cool. I want to give her HP. Scale her attack. Guess there was a world with this Mind Collapse. If I had taken this at 1 Ember, I'd be able to kill one of these 5/1s. Yeah, that probably is a mistake. The only thing that really would have benefited me is on this Priest, right? Yeah, I don't see that as a huge benefit, but it is something. It is something. I think I would rather just pump the old magic into Talos here, right? Because what'll happen is she'll go top, she'll knock Penumbra to the back, and then the Morsel Maker is tanking, which is cool with me. Yeah, that should be fine. I could have put Morsel Maker in front, of course, but I think it'll be more valuable this way. Also because it feeds Penumbra, who then goes to the back, so he provides more value. I'm going to work on her, I think. It's just fine. Yeah, she probably goes top here. Yeah, figured she would. I'm going... Look at this, Vine Grasp doing work here. I'm going to save some HP on our boy. See, the nice thing is her being on this floor is actually excellent because he gets punched to the back. Huh. I need to be careful, right? 18, 21, 25. If I, like, play a Root Seeds here, then Penumbra dies. So I have to take the Grovel if I want to play anything on this floor, right? Yeah. True. Get 'em, Morsels. Morsel Gang, rise up. Cool. Cool. That saved a lot of damage. Thank you, our friend. What is it? Vine Grasp did so much work here. That's going to be 18 to the Pyre. I can take the Razor Sharp here. 90 damage is pretty solid. And I can also put the Immortal trade in because... What else am I really playing here? It's a great question. Yeah. Yeah, the answer is not much. Relentless. We clear the floor. I don't need to play anything. Yeah, I don't need to play anything. It is potentially just beneficial to play every single Immortal trade, right? That they show me. Probably the best card in my pack, right? It gives me 2 guaranteed rounds into Talos. Well, 0 actually, right? Because of the damage shield here. Yeah, so I actually will just buff Penumbra now. Don't kill your Animus, by the way. It's bad news. Sweet. Cool. I think he does not heal. He actually doesn't spend any of his lifesteal until Relentless, which is kind of crazy. Huh. Neat. We should be really strong here, actually, right? May as well play this man a morsel down bottom. He eats it and takes a swing. Yeah, we're very strong here. Cool. Sweet. Very good. She doesn't get through much. That was kind of the weirdest combat we're gonna see here because I don't have the infusion done. Man, look at this. Look at this. If I had gone Glutton, I'm pretty sure this is a W right here. It would be the Trample Stone, 110%. As juicy as Shroud Spike is, you have to take the Trample Stone here. But you can do it, right? You have the Chain of Gems and the Umbra Stone. But, like, picking Glutton there and just hoping you hit is the stupidest, most risky decision you could do, right? It's so bad. So bad. I'm not leaning to morsels. It's never Shroud Spike. Trample is good, though, so I'll take it. It's like a great card in general. But, like, Glutton wins here. Hands down. But it's not great, right? It's a real risk. I actually think Crucible Warden is pretty good for his infusion, but I'm using the Morsel Maker, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, okay. We skip these then. But, like, you totally could have gone Glutton here, and then just had a lower floor that does something else potentially good, like a sweeper. And all the sweeper has to do is kill backlines, basically. And then Penumbra just kind of scales up top and you win, right? Because you saw Trample Stone just hit. But, like, man, if I've learned one thing from my time doing a win streak that's, like, massive in this game, in the DLC, you just can't take risks like that unless you have to. Like, if they showed me Monstrous and Glutton, I still think I would have taken Monstrous because of the Immortal Trade start, honestly, which is really funny. I skipped these. I can keep moving. So, like, it's really interesting how that works out. With the Root Seeds, I think I'm much more inclined to take Ember here. I have space from Penumbra already. I'm going to want to have Sap Tap, which eventually will draw me cards. So, yeah, sure. Ember good. Cool. Now, I have a line. Removals are strong. This Magic Shop could be strong. If they show me a holdover, I kind of win right here, so I'm going to go that way. It's a really good opportunity to see it. Yeah, I mean, holdover, Immortal Trade. I mean, Perils of Production right now. Excellent. I'm going to take a -1 into Root Seeds. Right? Probably. Let's at least look at everything else first. Yeah, you actually could do an Animus of Will infused into a Shattered Shell here. See the multi-strike there? The only challenge then would be quick, right? Yeah. I think this will be fine. The nice thing about it is Morsel Maker gives it +18 a turn. So I'm going to skip this. Yeah. Seems good. We infuse now. Morsel Maker away. This improves my draw power substantially. I still probably want to give her a +25 somewhere along the line. But otherwise, I think I kind of chill here, right? We just go all in on Architect. The Glutton pivot, no. And at 40, I'm feeling pretty good about this run. I'm gonna tell it like it is. I'm feeling good about it. Old Magic is a really good zero coster, but I think it's just going to be Root Seeds, right? It's just the best card in my deck because it replaces itself. It's like better than Razor Sharp. It's kind of weird, right? It's weird to always be like -1s in a Root Seeds, but the thing is if you're looking at this deck, you want to put the -1s into the cards that you want to play literally every time you draw them, right? There's maybe a time where I don't play Razor Sharp, right? Maybe I've cost too much HP or something. And Root Seeds I always want to play because it replaces itself. So it being free is like legendary tier. 20 in Consume. I'm going to keep this Vine Grasp around. It's done a lot of good work for me. It saved me like 18. If I re-roll this, it's just for the -1. There wasn't a spell chain in here, right? Yeah, okay. I had to look. If I take a -1 for 85 gold, is that worth it? I'm gonna just remove 2 Train Stewards, honestly. I think this is the best way of powering up here. I took Ember. I don't need a plus 10. I don't need a plus 20 in Consume. Double stack is dead, right? I could double stack -1 on Immortal Trade, which is funny, but like, I don't need to. Just remove enough cards and play them multiple times. The -1 is good. Remove Consume does nothing for me. And the last one is a Freeze Stone, which again doesn't matter. Cool, yeah, so just save your money. I'll go to the steel shop next. All I'm looking for is like quick here would be excellent. Quick plus 25 and like a large stone. Yeah, I've got a lot of good hits. We're really strong right now. And I'm still under 40 shards. Let's briefly look ahead. What do I want to shard up into? A lot of late temples. That's really good. Yeah, by the way, our friend the train steward dies on Divinity. If they show me a spell chain in any of these, that's excellent. And I think if they show me a void binding in this run ever, I win, period, right? Like, just hands down, show me a void binding, cowards. Yeah. All right, let's move. I think 40 is extremely comfortable here for how much power we got, which is just great news. So yeah, save our cash. We cleared 2 train stewards. Yeah, like this guy does not scare me. I should probably respect haste. The first one is no problem though. It's just like a tank and 2 stupid dudes that have some HP I don't care about. I don't want to say it's free, but I feel pretty confident we can handle this wave 1. Like, yeah. Primordium, Morsel Maker Friend, Root Seeds, and then I ping out the 9/2. Yeah, I don't care if the conduit goes up. If I take 1 damage for this trial, oh well. Now he's scary. He is scary. I mean, we're fine here though, right? Do I do 100? 50, 39. We're gonna do another 6, so 18. That means this guy's doing 57. No, math is hard. It's 18 by 3, which is 54. Yeah, 54 plus 50 is 104. So I don't kill everything. What I'm learning. Yeah, I don't kill everything. I can fix this by Vine Grasping the dude to the front. And then playing Grovel. It's interesting. Yeah, Grovel means I never take this 30 into Penumbra. You can see here my survivability is not great. Chumping with morsels will be good. Do I need this Umbra Stone? Eventually, yes. There's the alternative where I kill the conduit, but that means I'm pretty likely to let the floor stack up since the only other thing that can do it is, what, Old Magic and the 2 Razor Sharps? And if one of them upgrades, I'm doomed? So, like, I'm perfectly fine on this floor. No problem. I even get the Collector, which is hype. But, like, this next floor I need to decide on. I think I'm going to do the action where I pull the big man, the marksman to the front. I let the conduit go up to not offset things. And I'm going to take Trample and a Shade Splitter that tanks this hit. Yep, that's what I'm going. I'm locking it in. Yeah, okay, so like this looks pretty rough. I could, this is an interesting one, right? How do I take less damage here? I think we're fine from this position. So take the root seeds, those are big values. This guy walks up with a lot on me at this point. I always play a Shade Splitter here. Yes, the problem now is that, like I kind of predicted, 41 damage from Penumbra's getting wasted. which means I technically, didn't do this right. We would have been close. Could have maybe gotten it with the train steward to kill both, but now we're wasting a lot of turns. I could take 18, or if I ascend him right now, which actually was really good, right? I send him right now. He swings at what? 105, 0, 75, 2, right? 45, 6 total. 15, 12 total. Play the 2 shade splitters. They do matter here. It's never the train steward. It might be though, right? Open the shade splitter first. Right, because there is a world where if I had seen a damage morsel here, I could have gotten the front guy. But I did not. Yeah, so I take the least damage by old magic on this middle guy. Right? Let's math it out real quick. So old magic is 3 sap. Means I take 18 if I ascend the front dude. Cool. So if I take 18 there, that is kind of like the base level. Now if he goes up at 105, which he would, right? He would. There's nothing that would stop this here. So he goes up at 105. He goes to 75 and does 0 to me. Cool. He goes to 45, does 2 to me. Yeah. Okay. He goes to 15, does 4 to me, which is a total of 6. He dies, does 6 to me. He's 12. So this is actually significantly better. Lock it in. Yeah, he does 12 to me there. Cool. And then I'm going to give Excavator in, I suppose. That clears everything else on this floor. Sure. It's just going to be fine. And that is a fair trade for a relic here, I believe. We see all the other stuff we need. We should be very fine from this position. Just keep playing chump block or morsels. Yeah, cool. I mean, our damage is now out of control. We win for sure. It was just that one dude we traded on. Yeah. Just the one dude we traded on. And now that I have the holdover, I can just immortal trade every time into Penumbra because I actually don't care. Pretty cool, huh? Neat. Yeah, we even cleared that dude really cleanly. So, fun. It's cool when he goes up like this, actually. It's actually maybe even better to ascend him myself, huh? Interesting. It's actually so much better to do that, yeah. Check it. Kill you with Mind Collapse. Yeah. I take the Shade Splitter. Sure. Do damage into him, and I just ascend him up. He doesn't trigger Resolve. He only gets to Resolve once. So it's the same. And we demolish. Yeah, cool. The 7 lifesteal is good. I mean, this is strong, right? We're very strong right here. Are currently doing... What is this? I could have gotten even higher, so it would have been like 115 by 3. That's really good. And I dupe this thing, and it scales. Alright, cool. We take 12 for the trial. Which, honestly, Hell's Banners? Sure, I'll take that for a little bit there. Alright, now Cowards, you need to show me a Void Binding on this run. I don't need Crucible Extension, Feast, or Ember Cache here. I don't believe. I don't care about morsels, really. They're just going to tank. Sure. Oh, I mean, I could have taken that Preserved Thorns now, huh? Healing is probably going to come in the form of Immortal Trade, so I don't care that much. Preserved Thorns is really good, though, right? Actually, Engraft triggers Sap Tap, which is just a positive draw, because I'm not playing enough lifesteal that I'm always getting it. Engraft is really good here, right? It's actually a free card. It's 2 free cards, right? Because normally it replaces itself. But the fact that it also grabs me a Sap Tap means it's +1 draw power overall. Hell yeah, Engraft, get in here. It replaces itself so regularly. We go left. Yeah, I already have the holdover, so I don't really care. Golden Vault. You know what? This is a good Golden Vault run. Yeah, this is a fine Golden Vault run. I'm probably going to still spend all my money, but it's a fine run for it. Yeah, cool, interesting. Let's look in here. Quick is one of the ones I wanted. Yeah, I'll take a quick here. That's really good. Yeah, cool. I'll take a plus 25, most likely. I mean, I'm going to re-roll it, because if they show me a large stone, then the plus 25 is wasted. Yeah, fine. Yeah, large stone. Here we go. Now we're talking. This is now incredible. I now am looking for like a multi-strike in order to really seal the deal here, but this thing is a beefcake. It starts at a higher number, which is so worth it. And I can fit so many on the floor, and they're very survivable. Hell yeah. Large stone, get in here. With the caverns, I guess. Bone Dog? Or a Purge. It's a really good Bone Dog, right? I'm 70 health down. It's a really good Bone Dog. Yeah, I mean, yip, right? Like, that's a really good Bone Dog, actually. It means that I can trade Pyre, I can trade gold here for survivability, and then Bone Dog will heal me up. I think it's Bone Dog. Yeah, no, this is like a one-card swing, right? Like, this Purge is like, takes me to 27, whereas Bone Dog takes me to 29, but he's so good. He's really good here. Yeah, Bone Dog. All right, get in here, bud. Welcome to the Yip. I'm going to dupe that lady 110% on last ring. That's 55. Which means I need to take a lot here, right? Money is fine. Makes me able to buy some stuff from this Merchant of Steel if I can't take this trial. Yeah, it's good money, actually. Sure. Because it puts me at a very comfortable level for this Merchant of Steel to reroll for a multi-strike. Because if we get like quick multi-strike and large stone on this thing, it's nuts. And then we dupe it, it's crazy. It's also a good removal. Has its own money. Yeah, sure, we're good. We're in a really strong position right now. I can take this. I should not leak it. Yeah, we're fine. This is actually risky with the Golden Vault, because if I leak them, we're in trouble. Oh, but this hand is free, actually. Fun. Cool. Cool, and I get the trample even, and I get the heal. Look at this. The nice thing is, Penumbra is going to immediately make a plus another space on this floor, which means I can get this other Animus without even taking space, which is ridiculously good. And we farm this combat here, right? Ugh, I can't get the money, sadly. Wrong floor. Get him, Train Steward. I'm a believer. Never mind. This combat is going to look unfair, is the word I would use for it. This combat looks very unfair. Yeah. We're already killing this third wave, no problem. I don't even need to play Vine Grasp, right? Like, sure. Yeah, we are extremely powerful. Now check this, check this. Engraft draws me a card and gives me Ember and does everything I want it to do. Yeah, the other excellent thing, this lifesteal is just chilling on our boy, right? Like, we toss up 60 HP and we still clear that. Yeah, this lifesteal never gets spent until Relentless, which makes him unbelievable. Wow, yeah. Wow, yeah, that's... This is a pretty good run, it looks like. I want the root seeds. Draw me cards, please. Yeah, I think it's pretty easy for me to see why this might be confusing. This kind of a line is not very obvious to anyone, right? Like not very obvious to anyone, truly. You just kind of look at this and you go, wait, large stone? Wait, what's happening? Wait, what? And you have a bad day, basically. Could have ascended him. I could still ascend him. It doesn't change anything, does it? Like, no. We destroy very fast. Is there anything I would want to draw? I mean, I already hit Bone Dog. Sure, it's fine. I already hit the Bone Dog. We win, for sure. He takes a couple swings on us. Sure. Great news. Money is good. I pretty much don't have to do anything fancy here. I just kind of remove cards, look for Void Binding if they show it to me, and otherwise don't click on things that don't help me. Like a Furnace Tap would be also great here. Unleash the Wildwood is... It's tough. I could just, you know, periodically chuck an Immortal Trade into Animus here. She will eventually bleed stats. You know, the other thing is that, like, because of Sap Tap, having a little bit of heal density in my deck is essentially free. I'm going to take the Unleash. I think it's a good card to just grab. It replaces itself, right? Yeah, whatever your Divine Artifact is, do I care? Is there a world I'm even remotely scared about Fel? At this shard level, this is what, Spell Shield Fel? She will not do enough damage to one-shot Penumbra, because he'll be tanking with Lifesteal. I'm going to take the Divine Emblem of the Exiles because it makes it free. It is worth 25 HP to just never have to worry about that ever. I'm going to go to the right here, like I said. Yeah, removals, Train Stewards, goodbye. Next it's going to probably be Shade Splitters or something. Another large is a little too much here. That's not a good one. We roll Endless. No. I'm not in a rush, right? Maybe they show me a multi-strike on this last ring. I can just take whatever it is and then dupe it, and I don't care. Just cool. I'll buy a removal here. Shrinking my deck to favorable levels is really worthwhile. Shade Splitter is a fine card for the chump blocking, but like, so what? Right? So what? I don't really care about it. It is still the next card to go, because I'm just going to be playing 50 Immortal Trades, right? Yeah. Sure. What's in this? Temple? Spell Chain, please? -2, sadly. Intrinsic, though? Intrinsic Perils of Production, huh? It's also extremely good to get it on turn 1 every time. That is a lot of scaling we get. A -2 here is interesting to me. This Intrinsic is the only other one that I might seriously consider here. It means I never have to worry about looking for it. And it also means if they never show me a spell chain, I don't feel bad. Right? Yeah, it's interesting, huh? Is this... Like, this is good. This is a very good pick. The only thing is there ever a turn where I feel like I need 5 Ember? Probably not. It's like the Grovel plus Trample Stone turn, maybe? That's it, really? Right? That's it? Yeah. Getting the scaling going immediately is really valuable. I'm going to do this, honestly. I think this is correct. Given what I'm shown. If I'm really worried, I can -2 the Grovel, but I don't think I'm worried. I'll buy a removal here into a Shade Splitter. Some of these are going to be good to hold on to. I don't mind having like Grovel in my deck. I do need to hold on to things that say magic power. So like Mind Collapse and Engraft and Vine Grasp. Because I may have to take some of those, like a +30 or something, in order to get to 100. But yeah, fine, get rid of this. 27 is cool. I would like to see a magic shop. Good. I see one next floor with removals. This is actually a pretty good seed. I think the way you lose this is by not identifying the line, right? One, again, not taking that Perils of Production when you have the lineup for it. I think that's potentially doomed. Maybe taking... I think because you're not seeing multi-strikes, I think taking a sweeper here might be a little risky. Although you could always Animus of Will infuse into the sweeper, so it's not terrible. And if you happen to have the Well, the perils of production there, you're going to scale at a reasonable rate. The only scary one then is what? Chased. So, yeah. The only scary one is chased. And you can bait him with some morsels, right? On like a random floor with the chain of gems. So, we're good here, right? I have 2 temples coming up. And a dupe that I'm taking to go to 75. Yeah, we're fine. Cool. Fel, bring it on. I think we demolish Fel. She doesn't scare me. I have turn 1 perils of production. Immediate scaling. I believe this is going to be a run that is more worried about chased than the Divinity. Just for awareness. I'm pretty sure that's going to be true. Yeah. Just thinking about it loosely here, right? I didn't even look if I could kill anything with Mind Collapse. It doesn't matter. I guess I could still try. 12? Oh, shame. It super does not matter, right? I guess I'll do it. It really does not matter what I do there. And like all my money now also protects me from leaks, but it's not like I'm gonna leak here, right? Like, root seeds are good. Remember, grovel is better in this case. Cool, I can just draw +1 next turn. Sure. I haven't seen the Trample Stone yet, so it's a little annoying. Never mind. We're doing what, 210? That is a large person, right? He has 210. This Razor Sharp is worth it. This is a lot of HP. Wow, he has 220. I'm doing now 240. Thanks to the 30 armor on this floor, I actually think we lose a damage shield on our boy. That's kind of crazy, huh? Huh, fair enough. I'm not... This is what, 240? He goes up to 230. It does not matter. I'm going to take the Steel Enhancer then. Yeah, fine. Look at this. This Quill Marksman's going to slap me here, right? Yeah, he totally does. It's crazy. See, but like, this is why I really like the Unleash here. Because on this turn, it is a free card, right? It has drawn me back around on a card, right? I could, I should be maybe thinking about Hell's Banners again. I could have drawn +1 on this turn by doing this a little differently in order, right? I'm kind of disrespecting because we very obviously beat Fel here. So I'm a little disrespectful, but I should care a little more, right? Because with the 82 HP here, Fel never beats me. Ever? Yeah, ever. There's nothing she could do that beats me here. So like on this turn, right? Play the 2 morsels, it's correct, and then that gives me a Hell's Banners proc. Like, it's just one of those things that I should be doing. It is technically optimal. 15 lifesteal, by the way. Thanks, Bone Dog. Yeah, I'm not afraid, as it were. Like on this turn, Grovel is actually a freebie. It's a free card. Play everything here. Take off the spell shield, sure. We very obviously win. She's doing 34. Worth noting, her at 34 technically would have one-shot Penumbra. So it means I would have started putting the lifesteal into Animus of Will at this point. But like... But yeah, interesting. I mean, we're doing like what? What is this? Almost 600 a round? Yeah, it's almost 600 a round. Maybe I can fish around to Bone Dog. So I'm gonna try. Bone Dog? No. Fine. We're up to what? Yeah, 600 a round with Quick. That's what, 3 rounds? Yeah, it's pretty strong. That is definitely going to defeat the Divinity with 2 of them. Awoken's Rail Spike is fun. It is free. I do have the morsels to proc it. It draws me really fast through the deck. It's never Shard Channeler or Blazing Bolts. Yeah, sure. I'm always going to have some freebies here, it seems like. My card draw is pretty out of this world, though, by the way. Like, really good. I would love to get some actual HP on Penumbra here, because if we just briefly look at the logbook here for Penumbra, where is he? He only has 40 here, right? And like the pivot into Monstrous or Glutton does nothing for his life, which is really sad. 40 is a bad number. He's not a good frontline. I would take an actual emblem of the Exiles very rapidly. I'm clicking Awoken's Rail Spike, by the way. So, I don't need Light of Seraph, right? I technically don't need it. But because I'm actually worried about Penumbra's HP stat, I want to be chump blocking with morsels, right? I actually think you might want to put one of the Animus of Wills in front, right? Because it has scaling HP and I can give it the lifesteal, which is really bizarre, but I think it's true. Weird. I think that is true. I technically can play morsels on the floor with the Light of Seraph, or I can take Herschel's Compound and just draw me better. But like you saw those turns, right? Anytime I heal, I draw one, which is regularly. Could be from lifesteal or from a heal card, of which I have plenty. And anytime I play Root Seeds, I accelerate really quickly. I'm going to take space, because I'm a little worried about Penumbra's HP. That gives us, what? He has +1 space on the floor. We'll have 6 on the floor, which is just enough for both Animus of Wills, but this gives me a morsel in there too. Which is big Chain of Gems value. Yeah, alright, fine. We'll do this. The no-draw run. We go to the right. I want to remove cards and buy Merchant of Magic stuff. Removals. Let me think about those, actually. I do need to take shards somewhere. Yeah, +30, by the way. Probably into this Mind Collapse. Let's see. What do you got for me? Double stack? Double stack Old Magic? Pretty good, right? Double stack -1 this? Sap 6? I mean, that shuts down the Divinity for a while. Sure does. Sure does. Take a -1 into that then? Well, I guess I would just rather -1 Root Seeds, maybe. Consume, huh? No, I don't know. It's like a Forge. I can Glutton pivot every turn. I could feed him morsels. No. It's Architect 3 for sure. This is what enables me to do what I want to do. The removals, it's tough, right? Because I want to remove 2 Shade Splitters here. Yeah. I want to remove 2 Shade Splitters here. It's actually tough because I really like my deck, right? I'll remove the 1 for the moment. I think it is the other one. I think I'm going to leave these 2 Shade Splitters in now because of the Hell's Banners procs and the Chain of Gems. I'm going to do a -1 double stack on the Gold Magic. This is extremely good for emergencies, right? I can just remove units from floors, send them to the Pyre, and bounce them off of my Pyre wall. I mean, my Golden Vault. Interestingly, this is what, -12? It does give my Pyre some free hits. This is value. I should do this. I like thought about this enough. This is value. I reroll this now. The -1 is good. Freezing Bone Dog is good. Holdover. Isn't Holdover and Graft actually just free? Is it? I mean, it's really good, right? It's just +1 card draw every turn. I can give it the +30. Or I can hold over +30 the Mind Collapse. The thing is, the Engraft is so much better, right? It's actually like positive card draw here. What a weird one. I'm going to -1 the Umbra Stone now. And you may ask why. The answer is, no matter what I draw, it is the most important card in my hand. to play. I'm going to plus 30 and hold over this Engraft because it is unbelievably good, right? I just face tank with Animus, one of the Animus wills. Yeah. Yeah, actually, this is very nice. Now, cool. Holdover, Engraft. So, like, it's a net 0 Ember change, right? It's a big heal, and it draws me a card this turn and next turn. Hell yeah. And then this -1 goes into Umberstone. The thing about Golden Vault, I'm not really planning around needing this. You're seeing I'm not leaking much at this point in the run, right? Yeah, I'm not leaking much at this part of the run. It's actually just Umberstone, right? The only time this ever punishes me is if I draw... Yeah, because the thing is what if you draw Umberstone on the same turn as you're playing your Animus of Wills? Well, no, there's no way this fails, right? Because the worst turn is what, like Animus of Will, Penumbra. It has to be Perils of Production, so I always have the Ember for it. And I'm always guaranteed 3 Ember. And if I get it on a turn with 2 units, I just get Hell's Banner's value. So -1 into Trample Stone does nothing. In which case, I should put it into a card I want to play every turn. AKA Root Seeds. Sure. Seems good. We'll move on now. I'm taking a dupe here. I'll take a... That goes to 90. I'll take the +10 from the Temple. Or maybe the +15, we'll see. Depends on what it is. What would a Spell Chain do for me? I guess Spell Chain Umberstone, actually. Kind of a weird one, but I would do it. Right? Yeah. I would actually do Spell Chain Umberstone because I'm going to have 2 of these Animus of Wills, right? So, yeah. We are very strong here. Now the question is, do I ramp fast enough? Yes, the answer is absolutely. Even in the worst upgrade, I clear this floor 1. Yeah, so I can take Heaven's Seal, is what that means to me. Like, I'm talking the worst upgrade. Yeah, like if the worst upgrade is you get a 290 on this floor. That is the worst. Ooh, interesting. I don't care about Ember Drain, by the way. I just don't. HP into Penumbra? Cool. Yeah, we're fine. Yep. No problemo. Lifesteal, draw a card, take a morsel, have a good one. Tank it, fine. Cool. And I did require Penumbra to swing, but not a problem. Oh wow, yeah, we're actually this big man on campus, huh? What could you show me? Oh yeah, hold up. I'll take draw 3 here. Cool. Draw 3 good. Because it clears everything. Hell yeah. Right, it puts me over that number. So what happens now is the 85 does 15 overflow, which kills. So don't... If you ping one of the backlines, you actually mess it up, is what we learn here. And because of that, I'm actually going to ascend this man. Guy on the bottom. We will always overflow enough to kill all of this. Yeah, fine. I just do that for the draw, right? It does not actually matter to me one bit. Sure. Cool. I do lose a lot of damage shield there, but it doesn't really matter. I don't really care. Yeah, look how many cards we're drawing reliably. Interesting. That 20 is coming from, what, 10, 10, 10, and 10. Yeah, interesting. So I'll tank it with a Rubble Morsel here. Cool. May as well. pop one of those. I guess I'm technically a little more worried about the bottom floor, right? Am I? No, I'm doing 300 damage. I don't care. It's actually better not to hit anything, right? Which is really bizarro. Huh. Yeah, it's actually better not to mess with their HP because the 3 from Trample is a lower number than the 15 from the Harvest. So, sure, weird. We're very strong, and we're going to only get stronger here. Also, thanks Bone Dog, by the way. Very cool. It's a good turn. Take HP here, for sure. Thanks, Bone Dog. I might remove Bone Dog on this next combat, right? Yeah, I think I'm going to remove Bone Dog. Let's see, I can play all my cards. That's always exceptional news. Cool. Alright, we're getting there. Not worried about it one bit. We managed to get Penumbra over this thing's HP bar. Thanks to morsels. Which matters. It matters. Because it means that he now never dies due to the lifesteal, right? He can lifesteal it up and we're fine. It's kind of the only thing that matters for it's here before I have... Yeah, we get another Bone Dog. I'm totally removing him next combat, by the way. He did his job, and we're getting removals, so cool. Great news. I don't need to click anything. Yeah, we win. Cool. Yeah, they don't actually get through much. That's totally fine. We'll use one of the Animus of Will. We don't see a friggin' Furnace Tap or Void Binding on this run, but it's just fine. These don't answer any problems of mine. Right. These do not answer any problems. Backlines are potentially a problem. Right. I never really answered them. It's just big scaling and then trample. So I guess Excavation Eruption could be good. The only thing, though, is that, like, the Excavation Eruption is not a great solution because all of the scary waves are going to either have too many units, I'm not guaranteed to hit what I want, they're going to have 30 life, or they're going to have Spell Shield. So this does nothing for me at this point. We'll just scale faster, right? We'll just outscale them. Easy. Game is easy. Focus growth? No, get out of here. I'm done taking cards here. We should be fine. I'll go left. Of course, the dupe is a mega important part of my plan. Show me a multi-strike. Endless. It's not bad on the front one if it ever gets sniped, I guess. Okay, so guild marker, that's funny. I need to, oh, actually, Abandoned Umbra is really strong. Iron Drop Cage. Wait a second. Iron Drop Cage, I have an Ascent card, right? Where is it? Yeah, I do. I mean, that dazes the Divinity, right? I also could just sap the Divinity, right? I don't know if I care. Iron Drop Cage makes that an extremely strong, just remove an enemy card. But I need to be thinking about Golden Vault needs here. Let's look in the temple real quick. Plus 30. I mean, this is a really good Mind Collapse. Right? I think that's a really strong Mind Collapse. It's probably better than the removal here, right? Alright, Bone Dog. Thanks for your efforts, but you're done. Yeah, Bone Dog, get out of here. Cool. Now, what's the next removal? Shade Splitter, maybe? The nice thing is, if I take this Abandoned Umbra, I always have a morsel to tank, and I can just remove Shade Splitter from the run, basically. Which is cool. Now, I want to talk about an important choice for me. If I'm scared about survivability, here's what you do. I dupe the Animus now at 2 upgrades. I buy Endless for 1. I re-roll and put whatever the hell they show me in the other one. okay? And you may ask why. The answer is because on the worst case, we get run down on a floor, and I can use her and bring her back. And on the best case, we don't care, right? And we just outscale everything. Now, obviously, I think this is slightly worse if I see multi-strike next, but that is a 1 in 3. And if I see multi-strike, that's honestly enough hits on the floor, so that's my plan. I'm gonna stick to it. It is the safe choice, which I think is the interesting one here. There is a more high-rolly choice, you know, the obvious one of upgrade the thing first, then dupe it, get twice the value for your upgrade, but this lets me get 2 different things in each one, which is a very good decision, I think. So we're doing it. So we are doing it. Reroll. Quick, right? So it's just a 25 HP into this person now, which is fine. Yeah, nothing impressive. Cool. Cool, alright, that's fine. The removal here, I think, goes into Shade Splitter. It is just a card I don't care about. Sure. I have to take a 10. I could purge this Shade Splitter. Actually really good. But I actually think I get much more value out of a plus 30 Mind Collapse here. This answers a Light Wings behind Last Inquisitor. This answers Light Wings in general that are upgraded. This answers Absolvers. This answers a lot of things without worrying about Ember. So we're going to click this. It's just better than the removal. Yeah, 105 is not a problem to me here. I do have the healing in the worst case, so... And now the only question is, Abandoned Entumbra and Iron Drop Cage. I can't get both. I get one of them. I don't think it's Drop Cage. This is like a level of emergency removal that I don't care about. And honestly, what I can do is I can just ascend a thing to the pyre and eat it off of Golden Vault, right? So cool. Abandoned Entumbra, though, guarantees I have a chump blocker on every turn. Pretty cool, actually, right? That's pretty good. It's pretty strong. My deck is really thin. Like, look at what my deck is going to be on the redraw, right? It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20, and I'm drawing like 10, like 6 cards that give me +1 draw. I'm going to take the Abandoned Entumbra here. And I'm going to leave my 7 hits for Golden Vault here. 105 over 100, I think we get there, no problem. Yeah, I think we found the line, and this is going to win. I'm really interested to see what the main player took here, because we'll see if it's good enough. I want to see how different my choices are compared to theirs. So let's go ahead and run Chased. Chased is definitely scarier than 105. Chased is definitely scarier than the Divinity. You saw me have to triple check my shards there. That's a very common thing for me. Yeah, like this floor is actually really spooky, right? That is a 240 with 3 Light Wings in the back. 6 space. I don't care about the Ember Drain. I don't care about the Ember Drain. So I want to put it into Penumbra. Sure. Play your important cards first. But am I worried about survivability here? Maybe. I think I am, actually. We always buff this one in the back, I think. That's fine. Let's see. Look inside the Shade Splitter first. If I see HP stats, because on this combat, I'm not worried about getting swept, right? Which means I can actually feed Penumbra something. If he can get over a certain HP threshold, it's much better for him to be in front. This Endless is basically Divinity tech. I think I am going to put her in front, though. Actually, because I can just feed her this Magma Morsel and it scales her twice as fast. So, yeah. I don't want to feed Harvest, it's really bad, so we actually hang on to this morsel here. Yeah. They go top, of course. Give me my morsel, thank you. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna absolutely... Oh, man. How do I want to approach this? How much damage am I going to do on this floor? Not a lot. If I'm probably going to... What I should do is I should send the Rail Spike here. Because if I hit Old Magic, I can get one of these Light Wings off the floor. This floor is bad, by the way. Like, when I talk about bad, this floor is very bad. I can't ping things, or it actually hurts my floor. I haven't seen the Trample Stone yet. There is a world where I think it's always Rail Spike here, though. Because think about it. In the worst world, I hit Umbra Stone, it goes to 1 Ember. Oh no. I can just pop one of these with a 0-cost Mind Collapse and pay for it, so we're fine. Yeah, this is actually a really good hit because the Engraft and the Razor Sharp is very helpful here. Yes, we actually get Ember out of that and draw another card. Cool. Let's see, 9 cards. I have, what, 2 holdovers in there, so I see 7 new cards. One of them is going to force me to redraw, so I see 8 cards. I have an 8 in 9 chance of seeing an Umbra Stone. I may leak here. This is a really bad upgrade. Like, really bad. I should always ping one of the bottom ones, but I'll never ping one of these. Actually, you know what? The right choice is to put 30 into the Dark Wings. Yeah, that is the correct option, for sure. Oh yeah, 100%. May as well take Lifesteal, right? No reason not to. No reason not to. Doing 300 there, that's helpful. Alright, here's the Floor of Death. What are we looking at? Okay. It could be worse. That's pretty good, actually, right? It's pretty good. Let's think. I need just a little more oomph here. This Trample always goes in. That cleans it up entirely. Okay, so it's kind of free now, but I do want to get all the value I can. Right? So I'm going to play the Grovel here. Ooh, that's a really good Morsel Miner, huh? I want to Morsel Miner up top then. And I want to Antumbra Morsel middle. And just let these die. Cool. That gives me Ember. Take the Scaling. Take Lifesteal, I guess. It does not matter one bit. And don't touch anything on this floor. We ping a dude. Yeah, for sure. There's that Light Wings upgrade. Take a Scaling here. Sure. Cool. Okay. Trample, thank you very much. Good job. We did it. Our scaling is very hampered by this, unfortunately. But it is what it is, I think. We don't take any Ember Drain here. We actually don't take Sweep either, which is cool. I will play this other Morsel just for the Ember. Yeah, I need... So Razor Sharps are actually an important part of my scaling on this one. I get a +1 draw just by dumping this into something. I'm doing 270 into Seraph here, which is exceptional. Our scaling numbers are great. Like, think about the numbers here. I'm doing what? This is 246 plus 270. We're already on like wave 4 doing 500. Right? Right. This is like wave 4 doing 500, which would equate to... Wow, it's actually not that bad. We're actually going to be really good in the Divinity, I think. Yeah. Cool. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Feeling pretty good about that. I probably will not end up needing this Endless at all, but that's okay, right? We'll play optimally. Sure. Sure, sure, sure. Like, we're clearing this floor, huh? We're doing it. Yeah, we're doing it. I'll take double lifesteal, why not? I don't know, it'll all get halved, I just don't care. I'll get this guy killed, sure. Take damage into Seraph here. It's all the same to me, right? Yeah, it's all the same. Every little bit matters. So, it's fine. We get another bunch into him here. It's pretty good. We're punching through 2 big heavies here with... Yeah, this is really good, actually. We're punching through 2 heavies without... and getting 200 into the Seraph here. This is... I have a high level of confidence in this run. And this is with Seraph cutting the rage I get from Perils of Production. So we'll be even stronger on the Divinity. Cool, I think we get there. I have pretty high confidence. The intrinsic on Perils of Production means that there's almost no risk, right? By the way, anything I play at this point is free, so do it. Yeah, I may as well take some sap into him, sure. He doesn't clear it. Yeah, why not, dude? Cool. I'll just take damage into him at this point, doesn't matter. I've done a good chunk to him, which is excellent news. And what is he at? I want to look. He's taken about 900. Pretty solid, right? It's a solid number. Anything we play now is good. Yeah, so like, thanks to our friend Abandoned and Umbra, we just get freebies here. Also, thank you, Root Seeds. We're not even able to spend all of our Ember at this point, which is cool. Cool. I would raise Seraph, but I'm not going to disrespect him that hard. I think it's a little bit BM. Like, it's not a bad idea, right? But I would take the scaling. I think I am going to ascend his 190, though. Yeah, we'll just get that out of there, and I'll just kill his front line. Sure, bud, let's do it. This gives me an extra turn of scaling. I may as well take it. I don't care about score or whatever. I'm pretty sure he's dead. Yeah, we take some hits, but it's totally cool. This was even with big bad scaling problems. We just face tank with that, sure. Cool. We get there. Chase was very scary. We only took the 39 as a problem here. No big deal. Cool. Alright, Chase down. And now the Divinity, who I think is going to be easier because of the sap that I took, and because I just scale HP really well on this combat. I guess I am technically worried about Penumbra, right? He could kind of die. I'm just going to give him the damage shield up front, though. Like, I give him this damage shield, which gives him freebie turns. Yeah, this is the endless one, which means we'll put it in front. I'll scale it. I lose this morsel. Yeah, morsel dies. It's fine. Dies on any floor. Cool. I will play her first. I would like to get the scaling on this back one now. Cool. The damage shield makes this comfy. I can get Ember here. Take this old magic for sure. He never swings. Which means this morsel is actually free. Yeah, so here we'll play the morsel on bottom. It'll die, which lets me play the other morsel. Maybe it's better. It's not, but it's fine. With this much sap, we're actually really cruising. These early turns are the only scary ones before I've seen trample. Yeah, like we don't actually clear this floor, right? Now, because of Hell's Banners, I can protect Penumbra with Grovel. How many cards are in my hand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I will draw the morsels. Yes, cool. This also means any morsels played on this turn are free. I'll take the one that says damage then. It's good. I will kill the other two. I play Engraft for the draw. I ping a damage shield off, which I think helps a lot here. And I take a trampoline back. Play the root seeds. draw and take a heal, and we're fine. I do leak this. I mean, there might have been a world. It didn't matter which one I pinged, by the way, right? Because it would have gotten pulled to the front. I could have pulled the Wilt Wings, but then I would have leaked an Apprentice of Light. I don't like that. Doesn't sound good to me. So, yeah, I think it's fine. I'll just bounce this Wilt Wings off of 50 gold, and it'll be fine by me. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine by me. 50 gold, okay. Where are we at here? Not in a good position, admittedly. We're not doing great here. I take 50 with no recourse. Our scaling's not good enough yet. What do I see? This Vine Grasp would be an excellent solution to this next turn. I think I need to play these scaling cards, right? We do what? 41, 41, 41. This is... Let's do the math on this. I need to see how many spells I can reasonably play here. I mean, fortunately, this Light Wings bounces off of Light Wall. Or Light Wall. Golden Vault. This is 75 gold here, which is fine. Let's do the math, though, real quick. We're doing, what, 44... by 3, that's what, 132? Okay. So that clears the armor off this dude. And then we're doing 71 by 3, which is 213. 100 of that, so like 213 plus 132. Since it's trample, it's fine. That's 345 to the floor, minus the 230 of the front, so 115 goes into this man. And then Penumbra slaps, right? Penumbra does his 100 here. Which matters. Yeah, which matters. So 115 goes into the middle guy. He takes 215 damage. So I can now play 3 spells on this floor. Yes, I can play 3 spells on this floor. Which is... right? He can go to 210 and we still kill. The problem is this trample is actually representing some value, but it's getting healed off is why this shows up as nothing. We're really close to being able to kill this. Like the Razor Sharp got us close, but we don't get there, sadly. So we're going to bounce this off the Golden Vault. You know, I told you there's a reason I took it, right? It was exactly for this combat. So, yeah. I need to be careful, right? This lifesteal... I can't let her die on this Wilt Wings. I'm almost definitely gonna pop this Light Wings for sure. Like, the only thing that makes it feel better is if I see Vine Grasp next turn, because you can pull the Dark Wings up, right? But if I see that, I'm gonna pull the Conduit up, I think. Yeah, the spikes are bad. I need to be careful about this, huh? Which means Rubble Morsel in front. There's no Harvest on this wave. Cool. That's good. I want to basically make sure she's at full for this coming wave. I can play you up to 210, which is 3 spells. 1, 2, 3. No more. And now we pop the Wilt Wings. And we accept this turn as is. Yep, thank you, Golden Vault. These early turns are the scary ones. We kill 2. This is extremely good news. And we don't die, which is also extremely good news. Put some HP into this trampled person here. Take this Razor Sharp, right? It's good. Take a lifesteal, why not? It doesn't hurt. Play the cards that are obvious. Yeah, okay. Now the real question is that because of that, we actually get Penumbra's slap into the Clipped Guardian, which is great news. I'm gonna take some HP damage here, sadly. 150, 300, 100. Our numbers are getting there, right? This is what, 150, 250, and 300 is 550 damage. In like, by the time we get to this wave with the Gilded Wing, and the Shade Wings, we clear this wave, right? Thanks to a combination of Root Seeds and everything else. Yeah, I may actually also old magic the overcharged apprentice off this boss floor, right? But we'll see. I would like to damage shield Penumbra here. He's the least likely to be getting my lifesteal, although it lasts longer on him, I guess, so I may as well toss him one. The thing is they attack into spikes, so like it's all wasted, right? Okay, I get Chain of Gems on one morsel. Which morsel do I want? The one that does damage. Hold up. Chain of Gems is 2 damage shield. 1 is spent from the Divinity. 1 is spent because it swings into spikes. He gets eaten. Worth it. And I guess I just send these morsels down bottom. Sure, doesn't matter, I don't need them. Okay, I don't think we die from this. Let's think about how much damage we're taking here. This dude is gonna do a chunk. But we're fine, we have enough HP. I'm not worried about it, and there's no way I could have done this better anyway, so you know what? We're just gonna let it roll. Cool, 95. Thanks, Golden Vault. Good job, you did your work. 474. Ascending him off the floor is immense value here. If I can kill, let's see, 492, I think I have to. Yeah, we're going to send him off. Yeah, he does nothing to me. Cool. We should play Shade Splitter. I want to play all my cards. Yeah, fine. I'll take the Umbra Morsel and back, truly. Keep it alive. Play this one mid. It won't get harvested. Now this guy slaps me, right? We're close. We're close. He's what, 575 plus 105? He's 680. He takes 2 swings on me, right? That's what that means. Yeah, 680 minus the 628 we're doing. He takes 2 swings on me. I can't get that over the threshold, I don't think. This number clears this upcoming wave, though. Right. With the scaling I'll get from the next turn, it clears this wave, yes. Yeah, it was important sending this man off the floor. He represented too much HP to the boss. It would have been 2 more swings, another 30 HP. I don't want to rearrange this floor, right? I want to rearrange bottom and pull the Dark Wings to the front so it dies first. Yeah. Yep. That is the important pull. Damage shield. I gotta be careful. I don't really want these Shade Wings to take slays in case one of them goes up. This damage shield does nothing, right? Truly nothing. I'll just throw it. Immortal Trades at the problem. Fine. Cool. Yep, 2 swings, 30 damage. Thank you, Golden Vault, again. I'm pretty confident with this draw order we'll be able to clear this. Yeah, thank you, Razor Sharps, by the way. Very cool. I mean, I had the Mind Collapse, right? So, like, fine. Sadly, Spell Shield is causing me trouble, but I can just pump 40 into the front dude, which is a trade up. Yeah, I mean, we're getting there. Thank you, Unleash the Wildwood, by the way. A good heal. I'm gonna put Lifesteal into the front one here. I get this Lifesteal morsel as well, which is cool. Scale the back one now. Good. We're now punching 127 through, which is pretty comfortable. That feels good. We're getting through this wave. And now it is a trade up to trade 38, 33 here for 10 armor. Right? He goes to what, 207? That puts him in a one-shot range from the front Animus, which is super worth. Yeah, cool. Cool. Thank you, Trample. Thank you, everything I've chosen to do this run. The Divinity, honestly, Harder than I thought it would be. We're at the point where we're good. I need to play Old Magic on the Divinity here. Just period. I'm okay with this current scaling because the fact that I pulled the Dark Wings to the front means that this Fervent Animus cleanly kills Dark Wings, and then the rest just cleaves out. So we're totally cool. I can spend some of my armor here on this. That lets me play this Magma Morsel comfortably, take a heal. Right? Yes, it is fine. It just trades 10s on the boss. I need this scaling. It's worth it. Yeah. Lifesteal. I'm going to toss it on a Penumbra here. Cool. We're fine. We're fine. We get there. I think we're pretty comfortable on this now. Yeah, we clean this wave up. The sap means that he's slow to ramp on us. Yeah, we have done it. We even hit the extra Old Magic. I have a morsel here. Actually, I drew so many cards, I didn't get a chance to pick a morsel up, huh? That's interesting. Okay. Which means what? I would like a Mind Collapse on the bottom to not take a curse. Yeah, okay, that's how I'm going to approach this. We sap Divinity, and we scale the hell up on our floor. Lifesteal is going to go middle. Honestly, you can theoretically just get hundreds of damage out of Penumbra on Relentless by giving him this lifesteal, because he only swings once and he trades. Yeah. Scaling, pop an Absolver. Scaling. We get this morsel because he sweeps, but the Divinity is doing zeros. Cool. Okay, we should win. Show me the X. Yep, show me the X. He doesn't even swing. Cool. Yeah, cool. Very cool. I like that a lot. That feels good. I don't need to click anything. Just play this and end turn. It's fine. I see the X. There's no reason to do anything else. Yeah, cool. So, I mean, I think it was absolutely correct putting the Animus of Will in front. The Endless was, like, fine, right? I mean, the only consideration here is if I could, like, see the future, knowing what I know now, it would have been better to re-roll, put the 25 in, then dupe. And then I would have had a 100 more gold for Golden Vault. But I played safer. I played off of the world where this Animus of Will dies somehow, right? Which is possible. If she gets run down on, like, a good example would have been the multi-strike wave, right? If I hadn't had that Vine Grass to pull the Dark Wings to the front, I'd probably be taking, like, 60, 70, 80 damage on that turn from backlines with the Will Wings and such. And she could have gotten run down. So, if she died, it's fine. The Penumbra sandwich here was a really strong line, and I'm very pleased with it. So, yeah, cool. Cool. All right, we have the X. I have no curses in here. Let's just end it. Great news. The sap really mattered, by the way. It made these turns. This guy's doing, like, no damage. We just get free hits in. Yeah, he did, like, 1 and 3 there, where it would have been way more than that. So, 60 damage taken. Golden Vault saving the day. Cool. There may have been a cleaner way to make a little bit more optimal of a line, right? But it's fine. I'm not playing for the best case. I'm playing for the worst case. I'm playing for the run that sometimes kills me so that I answer it. And Endless was that answer. So, yeah, cool. That's it. I think, in hindsight, I could have done some things differently, and it would have been a cleaner, higher scoring run. But in the moment, I picked the line that I think is comfortable, that guarantees my victory. And we got there. So cool. Now, I'm not going to forget, let's look at the challenge first. We're going to comment on what our other friend did, see what happened, what I would have done differently, knowing that line. and we'll go from there. Yeah, let's do it. Cool. All right. So notice how I didn't really do that much better, right? Only 3K more score, and I even cleared the boss. So this person had a much high rollier run, probably. Is this the... Yeah, okay. This is the quick sweeper line, for sure. Yikes. You didn't... Okay, so my first comments here are... Yeah, Architect, fine. Fine, most of these are fine. Probably would have taken the Chain of Gems on this Horde. I still think it's good. Golden Vault's good call. All right, yeah, okay, so you've got... Ooh, interesting. This is a fun one. I have not explained this one at all, but the Awoken Hollow combo with Lifesteal from Crucible, Collectors, and Fusion is pretty fun. You probably had this in front, Penumbra in the middle, and then Shattered Shell in the back. The main problem here, we never saw multi-strike, so I think he should have taken one of those Animus of Wills. He maybe went the wrong way on Ring 4, right? Maybe didn't see it. The nice thing about the Shattered Shell run, when you get to a high enough number, I think you actually are going to outscale some of these later runs, right? You definitely clobber a lot of stuff on the Divinity. Yes, he's 66% boss damage. So what happened here is you died in Relentless. Either that or you scaled, but just kind of like fell apart at the very end. Like you would have won pre-Relentless, but you lost too early. It's kind of interesting. Maybe you leaked the heavy, maybe you leaked the mini boss. It's hard to know. I wish it told you how much damage you took in each combat. I like when you've lost, right? Because at this point it just says you died. It doesn't tell you, is that like 40? What do you have? Yeah, otherwise you had super clean runs, right? Yeah. Yeah, interesting. I don't think I would have gone the Awoken Hollow line, although it is a really good frontliner. So that's cool. You just took heals when you saw them. Yeah, fair enough. Intrinsic Space Prism's always a good choice. You do have one already called Penumbra, which is fine. Ingraft's a good card. Sap Tap makes this line good. Holdover -1 Glimmer is Sad Face. You saw a +30 on this run. Oh no. I actually think you might have won if you just held out for that +30, huh? Yeah. I think you would have won if you just hold out for that +30. That would have been big value on the Divinity. Ah, interesting. You took this line on Old Magic. I think Sap is super correct on Old Magic. That would have helped a lot here. I actually think the Ascend mattered a lot on my line, so that's kind of interesting. Razor Sharp, good. You removed the other one, interesting. Root Seeds, Shade Splitters. You removed a Razor Sharp before a Shade Splitter? It's kind of interesting choice. I don't know if I would have done that. Obviously, Holdover, Unleash the Wildwood, Big Heal. Cool. Yeah, interesting. Space, Tramplestone, sure. All right, so a lot of these things you were seeing and taking the same cards overall. The lines are slightly different. I think you could have still gotten here, but you would have needed to take the go right on Ring 4, look at the extra Awoken banner there, and take the Animus of Will that was in there. And that becomes your infusion, right? Yeah, that becomes your infusion. So yeah, alternatively, you could have taken the Morsel Maker that you saw early and infused that in for scaling, but I think the multi-strike would have gotten you there for sure. This line otherwise wins, right? You're very close to getting there, having seen the run at least. I think the Holdover Perils probably still would have served you better on scaling than one of these, because these are redundant, right? You're basically just triggering the Awoken Hollows infusion, which is okay, but wouldn't it just be better if you had like a +30 on this Glimmer and then took the Unleash the Wildwood but didn't need it, right? So I think this would have been better in the Perils line, but still. Cool, this is good. I'm glad we get the chance to see the other line. This is a higher scoring line for sure, but it falls short because you didn't see multi-strike. I'm assuming you went to that last steel shop holding out for the multi-strike, didn't hit it, and lost because of it. So yeah, fair enough. You can't rely on that. Otherwise, this was really close, actually. Now let's look at mine. So remember when I saw this Animus of Will, I said to myself, I think you can win two ways on this run. You can win with the Shattered Shell, or you can win with the Animus of Will. And we won with the Animus of Will, which is very exciting. I could take a much more aggressive early game. I gambled a lot with my Pyre HP early on, and then took a Bone Dog to heal me up, and then dumped Bone Dog at the end, which is pretty cool. I think, in hindsight, having seen the holdover on Perils of Production with the intrinsic, I didn't need Fell's Remorse. But it's tough, right? By the time I killed Talos, it's like, okay, I don't have this Hell's Banners yet, which I got from the Ring 4 trial, the Heaven Seal, right? I didn't know I was going to see this. It ended up being really important anyway. I was playing all my Ember on Divinity pretty consistently, but still, I was no way I could have known. The space let me play Morsels, which I actually think really mattered, by the way. I actually think the bonus damage was clutch in getting this weaker Animus of Will with the Endless. Where are you? The one in front. So that I could kill the Dark Wings on that pivotal turn. It was like wave 6, right? So, also, honestly, Large Stone did great work here. Big, beefy Animus of Will with Penumbra sandwiched between them. Pretty cool. Perils of Production's a good card, by the way. Never saw a spell chain, so I don't feel bad with that intrinsic. Old Magic, humongo value here. This thing is huge. Don't underestimate the power of picking Sap when you see Old Magic. Just going offensive Old Magic is really strong in a lot of cases for the Divinity. And then you can do stuff like this with Double Stack and just blow it up. Sap is insanely strong, especially if you're drawing, especially if you're able to get draw +1 on it. This thing also saved me with the Ascend, right? If you remember, I ascended that dude in front out of the way, took 0 from him, and then got an extra 70 into the first boss, the last night, right? That guy, right? I think actually it was the Discipled Inquisitor. I always get their names backwards, but anyway, that guy was real scary. He swung twice on me there, right? 60 damage taken, so yeah, pretty spooky. I think you would have done a much better, I would have had a stronger win with Quick Sweep, for sure. But if you remember the decision that I made, the Animus of Will is a line that I was confident would win. I said to you, this wins. It already has the multi-strike, which means I don't have to find multi-strike, right? And we looked at the shops. There was no multi-strike, right? So I picked the guaranteed line that already hit enough times. The fact that I had the Morsel Maker, by the way, was another big important part of this, because that's a +18, right? If I had seen a multi-strike in any of those shops for this Animus of Will, whoo boy, this line would have been strong. Real strong. But I didn't need it. I still won anyway because of the dupe. So hell yeah. And I think this was very smart. I already kind of briefly mentioned the Endless and why I chose it. It was just hedging my bets. There is a world where that Animus died on some combat. She came close. She had like 6 HP left on one turn, right? And I had to like chump block with a morsel and do some stuff to wiggle it down. But yeah, this Engraft was pretty cool. It was just a free sap tap every turn. Big heals, why not? It mattered, right? It was useful. Having some heals in the deck just to redraw off the sap tap was good. And yeah, everything else really felt solid here. Rail Spike drew me through my deck the first time. Immortal Trade is busted. Just such a good card. It's +30 Mind Collapse. Big value. Well worth it. Glad I took it. It was a pivotal part of my win, honestly, right? I took 30 into that Dark Wings. That really mattered. So, Perils of Production is a good card, by the way. Vine Grasp. Oh my god, Vine Grasp saved the run too. It pulled the Dark Wings to the front, right? Think about every card I took, and when I took it, I said, this will do something useful to me in this scenario. And it ended up doing something for me. It mattered. All these things mattered, which is really exciting. It's one of the things I like about these challenging seeds, right? And I'm kind of, going off on a tangent a little bit. These challenging seeds reward you for minute decisions, right? Little things that you pick are really important to make sure you don't lose. So, Old Magic's great. Everything else is just like good card that I either left in or picked up when I saw it. So cool. That is a run. Also, Golden Vault, big value. Leaving at least a little bit of Pyre health protected by this it saved me the run, right? I straight up took all that Light Wings on wave 2 to the face, and Golden Vault just championed that. That was unbelievably good. Thank you, Golden Vault. Whoo boy. Wow. All right, everything matters. All right, cool, fair enough. Another Penumbra run down. Apparently I'm good at this game or something, so that's it right there. I'll let y'all go before this gets up to 2 hours. We're pretty close to it. These challenging runs are always going to be like that, though, so fair enough. So yeah, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like or a dislike if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more crazy stuff like this, and stay tuned for what's next, folks. Take care.